Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. This is a game from the King of UEF tournament between AchievedJaguar and Taizan. Both playing UEF, both playing under the clan tag only. With some clan violence. So, I was inspired by Speed to get the vanilla music mod. We might hear some different music. My cast from now on. I never actually played vanilla. I only got the game when Forge Alliance came out. So I never got to experience all the glorious vanilla balance, unfortunately, or the vanilla music. I have no idea why they would only have Forge Alliance music in Forge Alliance and not have vanilla, but there you go. You can fix many things today. So, AchievedJaguar, 2 engineers, and a lab. Well, something very similar from Taizan. So, this map is full of trees. If you go back and watch some casts where I casting Petrick and Zoc playing, there's quite a few games on this map. And yeah, that was when we had 7 maps in the pool, I believe. 7. And they just kept getting farce. And Zoc was a bit better on the map. And one of the key things about the map is abusing all of these trees. They're all tree groups, no single trees here. So the first couple of NGs just attack, move out of the factory and grab all the trees, and then you can build stuff with very few pigeons. Jaguar is building actually too many pigeons. Really. Could be a lot more greedy. You can see he has 2800 in the bank. 2800 power will build you more than one factory. More than an air factory. 2 labs from Achieved. I think this one should have been seen by the land scout. And we have a bomber, so second air from Taizan, now going third air, third land, fourth land. You can see only 3 pigeons. Now he is going to suffer for that if he is not very fastidious with his lumber. This guy needs to spam some reclaim orders. It's probably what he's doing. Yes, it is. But he's already broken some trees. And that's the danger. Flying too close to the sun. Oh, that's a good bomb. Might have killed some reclaim there as well. I hear a little lab running back and forth. Versus Striker. He's trying very, very hard, but does not win. He does very well though. That's a lot of damage. Over here, Jaguar is getting a kill in the engineer, and I think the music is slightly too loud. The Scorcher now. Oh, it can't kill this engineer. Jaguar is defending well, dodging well. And again, you see the dodges mean that the bomber actually doesn't even drop the bomb. So things not going super great for Taizan. Oh, this guy doesn't even have a kill. We have nothing up here. This is a common spot to send a very early engineer. We have all this mass here, and then you get like a PD up here, or you continue on and get some mass down here, hidden in this corner. So right now, I think both players are expanding slowly. I mean, Taizan was doing good expansion, but he got got raided. See what's going on with Jaguar. He has a lot more power income, and he's actually just overflowing it a bit. Focus on dodging with his engineers, and He has the Hydro quite quickly, that's nice. And we have another Hydro here. This is quite good to get. And it'll be interesting to see where the ACUs go, whether they're facing off against each other or pushing different sides. Mid is quite good. You can see all this reclaim here. You can kind of get that from up top with an attack move. Or you can take mid. I mean, there's 4 mexes here. It's actually the largest expansion. And it's right bang in the middle of the map. They have 2 other 4 mex expansions. A couple of scouts getting past, and they're gonna try go to work on this engineer maybe. Gonna take them a while, but they do have the best DPS of any landscape, the UEF ones. And it's really difficult to stop tanks on this map because you can see it's just all this area is just so open. Oh, the lab. Oh, he blocked a shot with the P-gen, but doesn't matter because there's no backup in time. Looks like Jaguar is going to be denied these 2 mexes, and you can see both being very aggressive, sending them tanks mostly across the map through the open area, and they're really struggling to get their map control right now. Mountain just building factories as he's walking, as he needs to. I think he needs to add more P-gens right now. Don't see him building any power. And he doesn't have his Hydra at the back either. Let's see, yeah, definitely time for some more power, and he has queued some up. It's good to keep power like this diagonally. It's less vulnerable to the explosions of the P-gens next to them. In this configuration, this is good for adjacency around factories, but they will damage each other when they explode. They do 250 damage on death. Where is that bomb going? He's just attacking nowhere. Very strange. Was that actually attacking the tank, or was that just some strange ground fire by accident, maybe? Will we ever know? I don't know, this music makes it seem very... like some strange mystery is unfolding. Striker should get a kill here on this engineer, deny the factory. Taizan moving forward with his commander, and the commanders are going to face off. If we look at map control, still these major expansions untaken. You need to get tanks, defending engineers all the way. Great raid. Taizan came all the way up here, found there was nothing to kill, or just killed a few tanks and stuff. See a few dead things, and then just ran around the back, and he's at the hydrocarbon. And Achieve did not react. He's lost a mex. He's lost a hydrocarbon. He has not been able to edge build a factory up here. Also, Mountain has not done that. But look, Achieve did well to take the reclaim that's here. But Mountain overall doing a lot better in reclaim. Only slightly ahead in power reclaim, but far ahead on mass reclaim. He knows where the rocks are. You can see these are gone, these are gone. These ones are gone finally. And the ones here, he has some more here. So this is a real slugfest. Both players very much under pressure, trying to deal with attacks everywhere because of the open nature of the map. That's a good bomb, denying 2 mexes for quite a while. There's no engineers in the area, and Jaguar has to retreat towards his army now. Mountain is in range, and they're exchanging fire. Chief's army is closer and bigger. And he has a nice number of Lobos mixed in there, which are going to be very good against the commander. And Mountain is just trading HP. He doesn't seem to mind. And I think with these raids, Mountain definitely has the advantage. Ooh, this could be nasty. Another few mechs is going to die here. No engineer on the way to this side. Oh, there is actually. Is there? No, he's going up here. And hopefully we don't lose too many mexes to those two tanks. Mountain has secured this location for now. Time to grab the mexes. I mean, what should either player be doing right now? Well, definitely need to see this get taken. We need radars in this area, air scouts scouting overhead constantly. I've seen players push to here and then continue pushing down to this side, but that's not really too much of an option when Achieved has not moved to the other side. So if they're on opposite sides, then it's quite good to just continue pushing and use your ACU that way. I think right now, I mean, getting some commander upgrade T2 on the commander would be good, getting some PDs to control the area, and then you have the option of making the gun after. It's always good for a solid strategy for the UEF. Need to get PDs in all of these expansions. Get a PD even down here if you really need to, but certainly here you need PDs. You need a factory, need a proper base so that you can not just get raided and be delayed heavily. Moving the ACU and ACU to mid is an option, but can be dangerous, can allow you to get trapped in middle, surrounded. But there's 4 mexes here and a lot of reclaim that people have not grabbed yet. Should be grabbing it from the edge of the cliff. I think it's definitely comm upgrade territory right now for whoever can make it. I just dropped my phone. You heard a loud bang. And they don't really have power right now, so Achieved certainly has a better economy. If he makes a better economy for making an upgrade right now, he has T2 land done. That's a very nice move. I think if he makes a power storage, lets it fill, then maybe he could make the T2 upgrade. But he actually has less power income than Mountain, now that I see. Do we have any mexes? We have no mex upgrades right now, which is slightly strange. You often... It's a map that can go very late game. Good raid here. Again, another place you desperately need PD. And we have no radar. We have no radar. I have noticed watching Mountain's games that one thing he really needs to do is build more radars. That would just give him some extra points. Achieved, meanwhile, needs to play more ladder and stuff so that he actually knows what the hell's going on. Look at all this reclaim that he's just ignoring. And Achieved now kind of split his army up. His army's away from his ACU. Time to retreat again. He's trying to get PDs up, factories, and sort of hold Mountain. Mountain's being very aggressive and moving across the map, securing middle behind him by pushing here. Somehow tanks are in Mountain's base, attacking a T2 mech, which is saved by glorious UEF HP. But how in the hell did he get those tanks there? And actually, there's a mech was killed here, and it's a base mech, so there's already one T2 mech, so that may have been upgrading. Apologies for missing that. I don't know what the fuck happened there. attempted attack on this location, but Achieved has significant army. I think Achieved has more military right now. It looks like he does. We have 90 T1, a few pillars, about 20 arties. Yeah, he's certainly ahead of Mountain. Mountain has a lot more reclaim. A hell of a lot more reclaim. He has more generated mass. He needs to just spend his shit right now. He's going T2. Needs to put more assist on that. And I think commander upgrade right now. Make T2. Make T2. See what that does for you. You have mass to make PDs. Pause your air and stuff. Make that upgrade. Get some PDs up. Maybe get the gun after. How many support factories do you have? You can see how you can tell they're going to T2. These side prongs, pillars start going up. So we're gonna have quite a bit of pillar production. And Achieved is in the ascendancy now. He's certainly behind. Oh, there's so much air for Mountain, and he's going to do massive damage actually with these bombers. I mean, there's no anti-air here. Now he needs to save the interceptors. You can avoid flak fire quite easily. You just need to change direction quickly when you see you're being attacked by flak. Change direction quickly and then get out of range, and you should be okay. Mountain is looking to defend. This is a nice formation. See this concave formation, so the most units possible can attack and the fewest enemy units can attack at once. That's the kind of formation you want. Oh, there's big raids going on. This can do a lot of damage. There's no PD here. See, this one was denied. Now the flaks are getting to the army. I think the bombers have done a lot of damage though to this T1 army. Mountain needs to be careful though. Still no commander upgrades. Both players being so aggressive that they haven't found time. Oh, no, no, Mountain. No. Fuck. RIP all of the pilots. Memorial service. Friday, 11 AM. Bring flowers. Mountain is not invited. D2 land is complete. The factories are being upgraded. The PD has died somehow. It's also in a very peculiar location at the back of the 4 mexes. We're losing some mexes. The pillar production has been going on for a long time now, and we have 20 pillars out. I know it says 19, but that's close enough. 7 for Mountain. He has 100 tanks though, and see, Achieved has lost all of his T1 production. I don't think, or all of his T1 tanks. I don't think he's really producing many of them at all anymore. As with this factory, which should probably just be making artillery. When you get to T2 stage, you want to sort of just stop making T1 land. I mean, if you're Cybern, you can make some Mantis still, but you can usually just use the leftover Mantis from T1 stage and make Medusa instead. You need lots of Medusa. For UEF, the Lobos, gotta switch to those instead of T1 tanks. There's no point making strikers when you can make pillars. And yeah, maybe for Aeon, you could keep making some Aurora. Then you're probably gonna just make Harbs anyway, aren't you? Just go straight to T3. This army is big and it's on a mission. I don't really see I'm not sure if this is good. I would not do this. It's very dangerous. You can see he's trying to get air scouts overhead so you can see what's happening, but like all there is to kill is T1 mechs defended by PD. A couple T1 mechs, you've already killed half of them. This is a big chunk of the army. Now he still has most of it next to his AC, which is quite good, so this could divert a lot of Mountain's attention, and maybe if he can save the army, it would be very good. We have the gun upgrade for Achieved. We have the gun upgrade for Mountain, both of them almost on a vet, and now Mountain has cut a hole in the defenses. He's going to run his army past and he's just going to retreat his ACU, but this is extremely dangerous. Look at all of the pillars here. These can chase down this gun commander. He needs to keep his units very nearby, but this raid could be brutal. Needs to just break off a few tanks here, send them here. When you're doing attacks like these, you want to try put tanks all over the place, so they have to be cleaned up everywhere. This is great. Splitting some off, attacking here. Also leave some tanks, leave a tank or two behind in the expansion that have to be cleaned up so that people can't just send lone engineers. Mountain getting good shots in, but I think he needs more power so that he can overcharge more frequently. He's getting some good overcharges in, and already the pillars are going down. His army is here. Achieved is fighting with his army and not using his ACU. This is a bad fight for Achieved to take, and he's left reclaim now. Look at all this T2 Rex. Very nice for Mountain. But Achieved doing a good job trying to salvage as much from that as possible. Down the bottom, this expansion has not died. The PD did though. And it's all cleaned up. Look at all this reclaim for Mountain. And also Mountain, although he was later to T2, he's now caught up in production. We have 30 pillars versus 24, so after the losses, Achieved is behind. And he's going to lose a T2 mechs at the back of his base. Somehow all these strikers are out of range of the PD. So he's going to have to make sure he doesn't just run past that. Nice sneaky tanks here are going to come in and wipe this out very shortly. And definitely this is why you want to leave some tanks behind, split them up. If he had left a tank here, this engineer has to be escorted. Leave a tank here, or a few tanks here. Those engineers have to be escorted. Go over here, kill the hydrocarbon. But still excellent rating. And now nano repair. I think that's a very good decision to go for nano repair. Get the upper hand over the enemy commander. So at the minute they have equal upgrades. Ooh, similar raid from Achieved. He came around the back actually. Got a T2 Max and the Hydro. This pillar. Look at this. That guy had 3 vets. This guy has 2. So a lot of damage being dealt on both sides. Please, no more air suicide. The pilots, the families of the pilots beg you, stay away from the flak. No more suicide missions. The plateau is being lost for Achieved, and there's no danger whatsoever to Mountain's plateau. And he has air control. He has the reclaim. He sucked it up. Let's see how much reclaim the difference there is now. 11,000. And still he has these T2 Rex here. He hasn't even needed to use them. We're still on T2. And Mountain, I think, is in a very, very good position. Wow, still no T2 power for either player? No. There is T2 power. I think that just finished for Mountain. It's going to have a nice amount of overcharge capability. It can also be worth adding an extra storage so that You actually don't have to wait, or you don't have to have so much overflow. You can overcharge quickly in succession, or as fast as the reload allows you. Nice raid here. Mountain still not grabbed the top. This one mech's, but he's still alive. He's still doing fine, in the lead by quite a margin now. And he's accidentally give an assist order instead of a move order, and he's very far into Achieve's territory. He needs to send all of his tanks right after the ACU so he doesn't get drawn here or even lose Achieve's entire military. So here he's right outside Taizan's right outside Achieve's base, but the army was close enough, and this portion of Achieve's army gets cleaned up, and now there's a lot more pillars for Taizan. Jaguar calls GG. He knows that almost certainly going to die here. He's run out of units, and Achieved been taken out. Nice UEF on UEF Islands there. The gun comms, the pillars, the Lobos, everything you want. And well played Mountain, well played Achieved. I think certainly a few mistakes, few bad attacks at the wrong time for Achieved. Really cost him. Gave his opponent a lot of reclaim, and cost him army that he couldn't afford to lose. Also maybe some lack of knowledge about the map, or just not careful enough to grab the natural reclaim he could. But overall, well played, both guys, both players. And that is it from me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.